We have Siddarth Purohit, Senior Equity Research Analyst from Angel Broking, joining us. Siddarth, your quick take on the numbers. Are you surprised? Are you, it is in line pretty much on the profit side. It's beaten marginally, but provisions have gone up. What's your take and how do you read into these numbers?
The overall growth, if you look at, has been a little better than what I was really expecting. Marginal better, I would say. The individual loan book, on a AUM basis, has grown by almost 17%, although non-individual has rather picked up a little bit. So, little better than expected on the loan growth front, but on the bottom line front, it has been more or less in line with expectations, I would say.
Right. Also on provisions, what's your take and how do you see that? Is that going to be a big concern as we see the stock not reacting too much? In fact, it's in the negative. Do you think that could have caught, everyone's attention and hence we're not seeing a positive reaction to these numbers and on the contrary, it's negative?
If you look at the overall, NPA, more or less SDFC has maintained in the range of, 0.75, 0.76 in that range. But at this quarter, there is a, some rise in NPA. It is visible, which has gone up to I think 0.81%. So maybe that is the reason why you see that provisions has gone up. But I don't read much into that. Maybe it will be a kind of one-off, and maybe the stock is not reacting much. But asset quality overall is really not a big concern. But there could be this 0.8% kind of GNP could be the new normal for this bank. But obviously we need to listen more to the management what is the outlook. But certainly as far as asset quality is concerned, it's really not a big concern. I would say.
Siddarth, you spoke about the loan the loan book differences between the wholesale and the individual loans. Could you please shed some light on the numbers? How much is the wholesale right now and the individual one, and how does it stack up against your estimates?
Overall, if you look at individual has been more or less, 70% of the AUM. That has been the kind of ratio the company has maintained for quite long. And what I would say that is particularly the corporate segment, the builder and all those segments has picked up for the entire NBFC space for other finance companies. And I think normally we see that Q3 and Q4 the builders loan portfolio starts picking up for almost all the housing finance companies. So I think that was also more or less kind of on an expected line. Obviously little higher than what initially I thought about. So maybe in Q4 some more amount of pickup happening in that non-individual loan book.
In fact, we'll be watching out for those numbers and the commentary, in fact, from the management at 1:15 when they talk about what has really led to the increase in profitability and what's their outlook and what's the impact of demonetization that they've had on the company and whether that's going to play out in the long run or, has already played out and not much of an impact that it has had. So that's really the HDFC numbers that you're seeing on your screens. Thanks, Garang. Thanks, Siddarth, for joining us. And thanks, Shell, for bringing us that perspective. So Sriram, the numbers clearly
like I said, steady, stable to the point of boring.
I think that's really, very well put.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I think some highlight on the cost of funds and the credit cost is something that we will be looking out for when the management speaks about half an hour from now, because again in the wake of this whole deposit growth and in general, how do they stack up with other relative, the peers who are in the home loan business. Even the banks are now flush with cash. They will be bringing down their rates. Is SDFC geared up to face that competition? All those answers, all those questions that you have, just stay tuned to BTVi in about half an hour from now. The management, the MD and CEO KK Mistry will be addressing all your questions and all the questions from the reporters at their venue. So stay tuned to BTVi.